All right, guys, welcome back. So we left off yesterday working on a build. Yesterday, that build was the tanky tank build. And we're going to try to keep working on that today. So I think we had a pretty good direction. I believe, if I remember correctly, we had selected our class trees. I think one was a necro tree, the other one was a warden tree, and then obviously a Templar tree, because how can you get away from the Templar, man? Come on, come on. Carnival crates. There's a deal on carnival crates. I don't really like the carnival crates, to be honest. I don't think they're that good. I feel like they've stuck around a little bit too long. They're not that cool. Yeah, see, like, that's like one of the coolest mounts in there, and I don't love that, dude. It's super bright and flashy, but it's just not my taste. This is kind of neat, though. I like the hat. I feel like I want, like, a witch's hat or a wizard's hat of some kind. That'd be fun. We need, like, to be able to mix up the hats a little bit. Dragon Priest, what is that? Just an appearance? Or not, like, a craftable set? I don't know. Alright. Oh, there's some tokens on sale, too. Dude, it's kind of hard to pass up the sales. I want to say that things are reasonably expensive whenever they're not on sale. This is sweet, though. This is sweet. You got to pick this bad boy up. Everybody's got to get a hold of this. That'll freaking free up all the inventory space, and it's free. What a good addition to the game. I can't believe it took them like 11 years to come up with that, though. Almost hurts my feelings a little bit. All right. Where are we at? I think we need to do a random daily dungeon, but let's try to squeak out the build first so we can do it as a tank. We need to change everything. Yeah, Green Balance and Bone Tyrant, and then we kept Adric's Spear, oddly enough. Adric's Spear has... excuse me. Adric's Spear has a taunt, which is also going to give major protections. It has a nice little support ability, which you can also take your own synergy from now, which is crazy. I think that's a little bit on the strong side, but I like it. We have a Sun Shield, which is great, and then some, like, passives. So the crit damage is cool, but we get minor protection, and then yeah, that doesn't provide minor berserk to the team, but that's okay. Just free damage, and then some mitigation through the Balanced Warrior. So we guess, well, not technically mitigation. I guess it's just armor, which in turn ends up to be mitigation, but not, you know, directly. We need to level these trees. So I think the goal is to take, excuse me, gosh darn it, is to maybe take this Death Scythe and probably morph it to be like a stamina. So let's, well, we're gonna have to reorganize our tree anyway. Maybe, you know what? Maybe not. We might have enough skill points. This is all good. The crafting tree stays the same. I honestly think all that can stay the same. A purge. A cleanse would be convenient. I debated on going that chest plate that divides your ultimate between your teammates instead of giving it to yourself. But that is a light armor chest plate, which I just don't think is gonna work. The chest plate's one of the most valuable pieces. And you, as far as armor goes, right? And you just can't give that up as a tank, man. I'd be willing to go like one light piece, but it would have to be like shoulders or arms. Probably waist or arms, not shoulders. Shoulders are kind of thick. And then we just need enough skill points for this, which I don't think is a problem. Puncture, I don't know if we need this, but this does provide both breaches, which is really convenient. It'd be nice to have a ranged taunt too. So, I'll tell you what, this is the front bar, right? So we're gonna put puncture on the front bar, pierce armor for the minor breach too. This is gonna go right there, and then on the back bar, if I can find it. Is it Undaunted? Yes. Ignites the fire, taunting the enemy. This is a ranged taunt. So we're going to put this on the back. Alright, we're going to drop all this. That needs morphed, though. So, you know what? Temporarily. We're going to switch that. Blood Altar would be cool. Minor lifesteal to enemies. 40% of their max health. Minor lifesteal to enemies in the area, healing you and your allies for X amount of health every 1 second when damaging them. So it does provide a passive heal in an AoE. The synergy is just extra. I feel like the synergy is not like... I don't want to say it's like not useful, because it is. It is useful, but the goal is to not need the synergy, right? If you're ever in a situation where you're like, I need 40% of my health back, like, that's bad. That's not a good situation to be in. So you don't want to have to use it. We could think about that. Balloon shield's also another good one. I think they buffed shields, bro. I don't ever remember shields, like, scaling up so high. Like our Adric Spear shield? That's crazy. This 10k, like, unmorphed, because I think it scales up when you morph it. And we don't even have, like, all our heavy armor and all our proper gear on. So we're, like, our health is going to continue to go up, which is just bonkers. Speaking of health, we got to get the gear set up. Excuse me. I'm a little bit on the stuffy side this morning. My allergies have been kicking my freaking tuchus. Let's throw that on, like, the heal button. And then let's throw that on, like, the heal button. I guess? I don't know. They're both heals. So we're going to need bone armor. It's going to provide major and minor resolve. We're definitely going to want bitter harvest. Like, what a freaking awesome ability to throw on. As far as ultimates go, Bone Goliath is cool, I guess. I don't really feel good about Radial Sweep. That's kind of silly, right? Secluded Grove is great. This is an awesome ultimate. And it's fairly cheap, too. It's just a really good heal over time. Like a really, really good heal over time. Shield Wall's great. It's like a free block. Free automatic no-cost block. Like, it's just really good. We could definitely take that when we unlock it. Stealthy Musa, good morning, sir. Things are going good, man. How you doing? Do we take a Resto staff on the back bar, or do we take a Destro staff on the back bar? Because I don't think it's, like... Is it silly to just go one-handed shield on both? I think we could definitely scoot our butts over to both. And we could take a Destro staff for the interrupt. I'm pretty sure it's like... Is it Impulse that interrupts enemies? Yeah, dude, absolutely, Musa. So, I know I stream at, like, really inconvenient times for most people. But you've been, like, conveniently streaming at, like, the times that I'm ending. So, I'm happy to send it your way, man. Anybody that needs the love, anybody that deserves the love, man, you're a freaking awesome dude. I appreciate you. Minor protections. I don't think I have access to minor protections. Also provides minor protections. Is this... Which one is the morph that provides an interrupt? Oops. Okay, hold on a minute. I'll find it. There's a ranged interrupt somewhere. Something like this isn't bad either. Honestly. It's not hateful. It's just a matter of, like, do we have the space? Right? Meditate, I think, is below where I would like it to be. Increases the amount of magic and stamina restored. Ideally, you don't need that, right? Maintaining and increasing the amount of health restored. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Like, if anything, we could take Equilibrium. Does it... Oh, it doesn't... I don't know what the morph is off the top of my head. I don't really want to spend the skills if I don't need to. Equilibrium would be cool. But it does reduce your healing and shield strength. I don't know how I feel about that, actually. That's not that good. It's definitely not in that tree. Musa. Aw, man. Thank you, man. Thank you so much, dude. That's very kind of you. Welcome to the Beaver Army. We are soon going to be doing more members only stuff, so good timing, dude. Heck yeah. Alright. I'm almost positive it's impulse. This makes sense. And if it is, we gotta morph it. We also gotta do a Destro Staff. I guess we don't need a Destro Staff to morph this. But we're gonna want one on the back bar, and it's most likely gonna be ice. Still missing health. Yeah, I don't see why we wouldn't do ice, right? We're a tank here. So there's that. Low slash. Is there anything out of this that I think is good? Besides, like, a damage shield.
Fine goods for sale.
I just don't think these are that good. At least they're not, like, super appealing. So we've got toppling charge, right? We're gonna want this. And I think luminous is better. More damage is nice, right? But luminous is better for the teammates, which is what we're after. It's a short duration, but that's okay too. And then the shield. Reduced cost, and the shield is strengthened further for each enemy hit. No longer deals damage to enemies on activation, instead deals damage when the shield expires based on the amount of absorbed, and increases the radius. So it doesn't actually increase the amount of... Wait, increases for each enemy hit up to... Or by 10% for each enemy hit up to 60%. So... this increases by 20% for each enemy hit up to 120%. Matt, good morning to you. YouTube did not like your spam, but I see you, brother. Hello. We're gonna definitely take Radiant Ward. What you doing? We're making a build. We're working on a new setup here, and it's like tank based. At least that's the goal. And I think I definitely want either of these. Bone Goliath would just be fun. Like, I don't really see... Like, I don't really see how this is going to be that practical. You shouldn't never need Bone Goliath, but it would just be for sillies, right? While transformed, your damaging light attacks restore health, and your fully charged heavy attacks restore health. More health. Scales off your max health. Alright, let's go make the gear. Don't need that. I think we're making the gear, right? We're cool here. As far as abilities go... Oh, we need to do champion points, too. As far as abilities go, we kind of just need to, like, level up our skill trees. There's really no other options there. That's, like, the only thing we're left with. That gets maxed out. The green tree, I think, is fine. I don't think that needs adjusted. However, this do here need adjusted, sir. So, you know what? No, we're just going to clear it all. I think it'll be easier that way. Gold earned per stage. I think I definitely want that, right? Gold from treasure chests and safe boxes, not super valuable. Crafting inspiration's just whatever. We definitely want meticulous disassembly. We definitely want the treasure hunter. Good night to you, Matthew. It's all good, man. No worries, man. I appreciate you dropping in to say hello. I hope you get some good sleep. I know how it is, dude. Much love to you. Double yield. So we want the homemaker, we want the fishing, because freaking fishing. Come on. Yes, we want the fishing. The angler's instinct. Both of the fishing passives. What do these do? Decreases time for the fish to bite. Increases your chance of catching higher quality fish. Akin to fishing with another player. Oh, I didn't know fishing with another player actually gave you a bonus. That was one of my complaints about fishing. I was like, you should be incentivized to fish with other people. I didn't realize that's how that worked. Alright, this for sure, 100%. We want this. You're telling me I'm out of points. From what? Where did I spend them? Is it really this? That's crazy. I thought I had more points than that. And I kind of need the movement speed. I don't really need the movement speed, but I really want the movement speed. Okay, and I don't think the rest of this needs slotted. Master Gatherer can... Yeah, why not? Screw it. Okay, defensive. Defense, defense, defense. So we're looking at like the bottom trees. This is new territory for me. I'm not overly familiar with all of this. The crit chance is nice for healing, right? It's not a bad thing to have. Healing received. Boop, boop. If they're free, we take. Reduces damage taken by direct damage attacks. Reduces damage taken from magical damage attacks. Reduces damage taken from martial damage attacks. These two are free, but I want to make sure that we're going to have enough space. This is going to reduce our damage taken by non-player attacks by 10%. That's huge. Big deal. Crit resistance. I don't know if adds crit. I want to say no. Reduces damage taken by area of effect. By damage over time. By single target. When you block an attack, an enemy within 7 meters... from an enemy within 7 meters. Your direct damage attack made within 5 seconds deals an additional 33% damage. Why do I give a flying freaking turd about that, dude? When you take damage below 20% health, you gain major heroism, granting 3 ultimate for every 1.5 seconds for 9 seconds. Every 9 seconds. I don't think I want that. We're never going to be below 20% health, right? When you begin bracing, you gain a damage shield. That's kind of good. Every 10 seconds. I think damage reduction would be better, though. While you have a shield or a frost staff equipped, your resistances are increased by 1900. Is that good? Something tells me we're not going to have an issue reaching resistance cap without that. Or at least getting close, right? You deal magic damage to attackers whenever they damage you with a direct damage attack within 7 meters. This can scale off the higher of your physical or spell resistance and can activate your weapon, enchantments, and poisons. That's interesting. What's going on over here? Healing? I do think that some healing would be really, really clean. Increases healing done with single target heals. Healing over time effects. When you heal yourself or an ally under 25% health, you grant a damage shield. The shield scales, right? Per stage. So 2200 per stage. 22, 44, 66, 88, 10,000. 10,000, 11,000 actually. It's a pretty fat shield. Overhealing grants recoveries equal to 0.5% of your max magic. That's more of a healer thing, I think. When you remove a harmful effect... Healing done per stage would just be convenient, right? Healing yourself or an ally under 50% grants minor heroism. I don't think that's totally necessary. Under 50% health? Yeah. Ideally, that's not even necessary. Healing with area of effect, I think, is what we're going to want. This, I think, is ideal. So, max magic. Sure, why not? Let's just get greedy and take the crit too for now. The blessed. The blessed. This goes on the bar too. Ah, man, that's uncomfortable. I don't know if that's the best use of a slot. Healing with area of effect. We're going to have a ton of AoE heals. At least that's the goal, I believe. I don't know if this is going to affect leeching, though. I'm assuming no, because leeching heals based on the damage it deals with the poison cloud. So no. That would be like single target or something like that. Tiffany, good morning to you. Hello. Alright. I'm leaning towards direct damage taken. So my thought is that like the scariest attacks are the big ones. The big like honking swings from your scary fat enemies, right? So direct damage. 99% of the time is going to be one of your most terrifying things to get hit by. Area of effect, single target. Over time. Dots are scary. Just DoorDash a burrito. Nice. Damage over time. What kind of burrito, though? That's an important part of that. What's on that bad boy? Single target damage. Area of effect damage. Shield, reinforced. Major heroism. I mean, this would be nice to have, but I feel like damage reduction is still better. We shouldn't really have an issue gaining ultimate with that one ability. So, single target damage reduction. And I think just area of effect. Damage taken from damage over time. Typically, damage taken over time and AoE is not typically, but oftentimes, I'd say, they're one and the same with each other. So, sure. Let's take reduced damage from area of effect. Damage over time is freaking dirty, though. It's tough to choose between the two of these. But, I don't know. If we need to shift it, we can. It can always be changed. We have 23 slots left. Let's go back into here. Reduces damage taken from magical. Let's take, like, that. And this. And then we'll max out Hardy first. Okay, so this is max health. This is the reduced cost of dodge roll. I want all of this. Every one of them. Reduces the cost of sprinting. What's this? Reduces the duration of elemental status effects. Reduces damage taken for every 2% for every negative effect. Every 2 negative effects, up to a max of 20%. So, that's a lot of negative effects to get the most out of that. It's a pre-made burrito, not a build your own, so you don't know. What you well, yeah, but didn't you order the kind of burrito? Didn't you order what was on it? Or you just like got on your phone and you were like, somebody bring me a burrito. I don't care what it is. Because that's a completely different feeling. That's a different vibe, right? Armor and max health. I mean, obviously, these are really beneficial, right? I don't know if we can really pass them up. Man, this is actually tough because, like, these aren't a ton of, like, that's not a lot of max health. And this is not really a lot of armor either. But it is armor and max health. That's actually not bad. 1,700. If it was 1,700 health, I'd feel better about it. But my fat freaking Tookus would like celerity because I want celerity. While under the effect of crowd control immunity, increases the block or the amount of damage you can block. Reduces your damage taken by 2% per stage while blocking and under the effects of a damage shield. When you successfully block, you have a 15% chance to restore health per stage. I mean, that's not hateful. 159. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 500. 750 health plus 50. So like 800 health, give or take. Somewhere in that. I don't think that's super valuable. While in combat, increases the amount of damage you can block by 4% per stage, but reduces your movement speed by 16% at all stages. The disrespect, dude. At all stages, man, freaking... What if I can't afford the whole thing? Marinated carne asada, fresh avocado, 5 pepper sauce. I don't know what 5 pepper sauce is. But it sounds spicy. Fire roasted bell peppers and onions, red skin potatoes, and shredded artesian cheese blend. Tightly wrapped in a homemade tortilla. Tightly wrapped. Like a little baby. Like, you know, the swaddling little baby. That sounds good. Sounds tasty. Did I look at this? That's where I was. Reduces the cost of block. Yes, please. Increases the amount of damage that you can block. Yes, please. Reduces the cost of bash. Sure. I'm about to be broke. Man, this is getting expensive, actually. Let me take that. What's this? Increases the damage that your bash does. I mean, we definitely want to break free, right? Reducing the cost of sprint would be convenient. Ugh. Alright. Decreases time to resurrect an ally. Roll dodge. Gain 30 health recovery for every ultimate. Every 10 ultimate you have. Excuse me. This is actually maybe not a bad idea. Think about it. Let's do the math real quick. If we're sitting at 5 hundo, which is max ultimate, that's 15,000 health recovery? What? No, divided by 10, sorry. 1,500. I was like, that that doesn't sound right at all. Oh, man. 1,500 is good. Reduces the cost of your damage shield abilities by 2% per stage. Increases the effectiveness of your damage shields and damage against shielded enemies. While under the effects of a damage shield, your roll dodge cost is less. Decreases time to resurrect. Return to life, 5% more resources. We're not dying, baby. We ain't dying. Bastion sounds good. 3% per stage. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15%. It's kind of a big deal, I'm not gonna lie. Do I really want to trade this out? You know what? I think we don't need fortified. So we take this one. And we take Bastion too, I think. Your next roll dodge cost is free. After consuming this effect, you cannot do it again for 30%. So it's just every 30 seconds you get a free roll dodge. Alright. Gimme. We're gonna max that out though. So we're gonna take away from this one. Right? Alright, we just have a lot of passives to put in that are, like, free. You don't need to slot them. I think that feels good. Rejuvenation, some more health. Health is going to scale everything up, which is, even though it's not, like, a ton of health, it's still, like, useful, right? Still kind of a big deal. Cool. Let's eat it. Dude, Tiffany, I don't know if I've ever actually... I know. I know I have never, ever, once... ordered any food like delivery, not through DoorDash, not through anything, with the exception of pizza that is delivered by the pizza place.
All throughout Valenwood live the spinners, the most
It's too expensive.
devotees of Ifrit, our most important god.
How would this one know a
What the
spinner
heck?
apart from other Bosmir?
Apart
Not
from
to
other
sound
balls,
rude,
man.
but
Oh, you
this
know
one
what? Let's
has
hit the
trouble
mount
telling
person up
else.
real quick while we're here. We're gonna go to that dude's house and fix our gear. We're gonna put leeching on and agony? Rush of agony, I believe.
Hello.
Hello. It's a problem. It is. Some people get addicted, dude. I think it's like similar to trying crack for the first time. It's like when you have food just like driven to your house in a timely manner. That's so convenient. And it's good food too, right? Right? Like fried food. Like anything that's just like hitting the freaking dopamine button in your brain. Just bonk, bonk, bonk. I just think that if I did it once, I'd want to do it again. but it is hella expensive, so I stay away from it. So we're gonna eat this real quick, so that when we look at our stats here in a little bit, well, our stats aren't gonna make sense until our abilities are fleshed out, I guess. But so that's gonna take a while. Is this health recoveries and movement speed? The movement speed would be nice, but I'm thinking max health is better. Max magic increases resistances. So what? Oh, that's pen. I think we want max health. And I'm thinking the reason why we want max health is because I'm wanting, like, armor. Armor on the armor, right? So let's take all this off. Was I going to run a mythic? I don't remember. I don't remember at all, actually. I could take Bloodlord's Embrace, which is quite good. This would give us pretty significant restoration to our magic. What was I looking at before? I was looking at like torque tonal consistency for recoveries. I don't think I want this. This ward I think is like super useful in very specific circumstances. So we're gonna stick we're gonna stay away from that. What is this? Adds recoveries to your magic. Swaps everything to magic. I mean, we're gonna have a lot of magic-based abilities, aren't we? This is one thing. Spalter of Ruin is something I was looking at. Just to give our teammates some more love, right? 260 weapon of spell damage is not super significant compared to the amount of recoveries you are reduced by. It's 70 per person you benefit. Up to 6. So, like, say, generally, in a 4-man dungeon, you're looking at minus 210 recoveries. That's insane. I feel like that's not balanced very well. Either the recoveries stay the same and the weapon of spell damage needs to go up, or the other way around. The weapon of spell damage stays the same and the recoveries are reduced by less. I mean, this is kind of cool. While activating, or while actively bracing, for 0.5 seconds you gain 90% reduction in damage. Only at the start of bracing every 10 seconds. I thought this would be kind of cool too. The problem with this is we'd end up with 2 medium pieces. Reduces the damage of your light attacks by 50%, but your light attacks restore magic or stamina depending on your equipped weapon type. I think this could be super useful. Like just for recoveries. It's not even about the heavy attacks. It's straight up about the recoveries that it provides, because light attacks are so convenient. When you attempt to use resources to cast an ability while healing, and your dominant resource is under 50%. Nah. While you're above 50% stamina, reduce your direct damage taken by 50% and lose stamina whenever you take damage, up to once every 0.3 seconds. I just don't think that's very good either. That's not very good for a tank. Man, it's rough. I think we're really just looking at Bloodlord's Embrace. So I'm kind of leaning more towards a monster set. Because I could get a monster set that gives us both recoveries. Deal damage you crit in Earth with blah 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 blah. When you take damage, you transform. So we don't really need major protections because we already have that. When you heal yourself or an ally, if they are still below 50% health, their health recovery is increased by 900. I mean, that is quite good. When you apply damage shield to yourself or an ally, you have a 50% chance to lob 3 mortars over 2 seconds at the furthest enemy from you that deal flame damage to all enemies within 5 meters of the blast. Fury, good morning, sir. How do you do? Warm greetings, most noble sir. May your path today be graced with honor, joy, and quiet triumphs. Quiet triumphs? Yeah, I like that, dude. Freaking modest. Sweet. Thanks, man. I wish you the best, too. That's very kind of you to say. Wait, was there 2 monster sets for all these? There are some. Don't want that. Don't want that. Don't want that. Engine Guardian's interesting. I don't know if this is like... I don't know. Is this the best? This is an RNG situation. I remember using this before, like a long time ago. And it's fun, it's good, but it's only good when it's good. And when it's not, it sucks and it's worthless. So, if that makes any sense. It's like, it gives you a random effect for health, magic, or stamina. And it very rarely actually gives you what you need. Every 10 seconds. If it was like 6 seconds, even if it had like reduced effects, right, and it was every 6 seconds, I would much prefer that. Because of the completed quest in the game. Yeah, so skill points come from like all kinds of things. You get them from sky shards, they get them from completing main quests, you get them from doing quests from daily dungeons, your like 4-man dungeons. You get them from completing public dungeon quests. There's a lot of ways to get skill points. And you'll need a lot for multi-classing. When you heal yourself or an ally, you summon a Dwemer Spider that heals and restores magic and stamina to you and your allies. You gotta be within 5 meters of it. That is quite good, but the 5 meter radius is not like super convenient. When you're using a heal ability, you have a 33% chance to summon a Strangler that heals you or an ally for 8k. That's more of a healer set, if I'm being honest. It's good, but 20% chance to summon a totem for 6 seconds that heals you and your allies within 5 meters for X amount of health. That's... dang it. Not what I want. That's not what I want. Not what I want. Not what I want. Not what I want. You have a 6% chance to generate ultimate and increase your physical and spell resistances every 5 seconds. So a 6% chance doesn't feel great, but that is quite good. I think that's maybe better for PvP though. Depends on your circumstances, but that's not bad. When you block an enemy that is 8 meters, that is between 8 and 22 meters from you, you spin a strand of spider silk to pull the enemy and taunt them for 15 seconds. This is pretty convenient. I don't mind this at all. If we're looking to flex with our monster set, say we don't necessarily need recoveries, or say we don't like need anything in particular, this is quite good. It's just an extra slot for convenience. Not that. Nope. Decline for attacks, minor, maim. Nah, Nah. When you activate a taunt ability on an enemy, you cause a Toon Ripper to burst, dealing physical damage, dealing 0. Oh, it scales off my resistances. I'm not wearing armor. Does the game give you costumes as a reward for completing quests? Some of them. Some quests. It's not common, but yes. Yes, it does. And you can collect costumes other ways, too. You can, like, do very specific achievements. And you can actually see, like, if you go through achievements, you can see the rewards that it potentially gives you. Not all achievements give rewards, but those that do will tell you. So, yeah. And more than just costumes, too. Emotes. Stuff like that. Emojis, or I don't know, whatever you want to call it. Dances and stuff that Fortnite kids like. Dealing physical damage to all enemies within 4 meters and reducing their armor. I don't know if I need that. We shouldn't have an issue reducing armor. When you take damage, you have a 10% chance to tether an enemy to you for 6 seconds. They take magic damage, cause you to gain major vitality, increasing your healing received, and damage shield strength by 12%. That is pretty good. Scourge Harvester. And it's got a max health stat. Hold on. Making a list. We can read that, right? It's enough to remind me of what that is. Well, it's fine. Recoveries. Each second you're in combat, gain a stack of Dark Light. At 30 stacks, increases your recoveries. That's kind of good. That's kind of good. Oh, I'm missing the heavy shoulders. Of course I am. While in combat, you gain a stack of Dark Light up to a max of 30 stacks. Each stack increases your recoveries by 8. Each second you're out of combat, you lose a stack. Let's do the math. What's 30 times 8? 240? Yeah. That's kind of a big deal. That's kind of a big deal. I do feel like this is, hold on. Let's fix this. For all you, fancy people out there, like, that don't want bright lights. How's that? Is that better? That's a little bit better. I don't like bright lights. I don't like when the game blinds me with a freaking flashbang. So, Scourge Harvester. And then what was that one called? Oops. Roxa the Warped. That's not bad. Roxa the Warped. The Warped? The Wrapped. The Blind. Nope. Nope. Healing yourself or a group member that is under 50% health causes you to conjure a pool of blood underneath them, immediately removing all harmful area of effects. That's kind of good too. And healing the lowest health group member in the area after 2 seconds for 2,000 health every 2 seconds for 8 seconds. So 16,000 health. That's pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. I do think that's maybe more geared towards a healer set, though. It's good, though. Casting an ability that costs health spawns a blood ball for 10 seconds. Every 10 seconds, you or an ally near the blood ball can activate the burst, dealing disease damage and applying major maim, decreasing damage done by 10% to enemies around it. The burst can happen every 20 seconds, scales off the synergy activator's max health. Eh. You or a group member is under 50%. Primary resource grants them Meridia's favor, which restores magic or stamina for every 1 second for 6 seconds. Every 18 seconds per target. I don't like that. Well, that's interesting. Major vulnerability. There's better ways to get that. I mean, that is convenient, though. It's just a heavy attack. After 1.2 seconds, it deals shock damage to up to 6 enemies within a 7x5 meter line, applying major vulnerability for 7 seconds, increasing their damage taken by 10% every 15 seconds. That's pretty good. That's not bad. When you take damage, you gain one of the random things. I don't think that's worth going for the minor protections. That's not bad, but I think there's better stuff out there. That's actually decent. So you gain one of these effects every 6 seconds when you take damage. Sorry, I lied. Every 4.5 seconds, the effect lasts 6 seconds. So minor protection, a damage shield, or healing. And max health. Max health is the 1-piece bonus. That's not bad. Not interested in that. Oops. Disease damage. Reducing their damage done. Increasing health recovery. So what is this? No, I don't think that's it. When you block, you gain a charge stack. You gain 6 charges. You release the energy, restoring magic, stamina, and health and healing. And releasing the charges. After releasing the charges, you cannot gain new charges for 15 seconds. Charges can be accumulated every quarter second. That is pretty good, actually. And every 14 seconds. So say we gain max stacks. It's every quarter second. Right? So 6 stacks at 2,400 times 6. It's almost 15,000. It's like it's about 14,000 actually. That's kind of a big deal for recoveries. I mean, that's like really good, actually. Every 14 seconds. What are the odds I blow through all my resources in 14 seconds and I'm looking at this piece and I'm like, why is it not working? What was that? Frost Vault? Stonekeeper set. Let me write it down. Nope. That increases physical and spell resistances to you and your group members within 8 meters by 3,000. That's kind of good. I don't know what the cap on protections is. Giving our teammates protections is kind of beneficial, though. It's like a big deal. I gotta sneeze. When you bash an enemy with taunted. Excuse me. I don't love this ability, or that passive that it gives. Applies major calories. Nah. I gotta sneeze again. It's going away. No. We already have that. We don't need that. Minor vitality. I think we... I want to say we've got access to minor vitality, but I'm not sure. Regardless, we should have a healer give it to us anyway. So, nah. When you use an ultimate ability, the closest 6 enemies within 12 meters all have minor and major debuffs applied to them, extended by 1 second. That's... Oh, I was thinking it was going to apply all the buffs. I was like, holy crap, dude, that's crazy. Enemies touching the tether take physical damage. Nah. Alright, we're almost through all these sets. When you heal yourself or a group member with a single target heal ability, grant the lowest health group member within 28 meters minor courage, minor resolve, increasing their weapon and spell damage. It's not great. The burrito's delicious. That thing's gone already? Hot dang! Oh, alright. I'm choosing between those 3. Scourge Harvester, Raska, or Stonekeeper. Scourge. Major vitality. I think I'm leaning away from this because we should have access to major vitality elsewhere. The max health is nice though. Stonekeeper. This is feeling good right here. I think I like the idea of Stonekeeper. And the other one is just recoveries too. Roxa, the Warped. This one I think we already have. We just need to go get the shoulder pieces. Warped? Raped? Oh my gosh. Warped. This is health, magic, and stamina recoveries. Each second you're in combat. I think I like this. It's just a nice passive buff. I think the other one would be like a really simple, easy, but entertaining minigame to play. But this has 100% uptime on it. I feel like 240 is kind of a big deal. So let's go with the Roxa. Alright, what else did I get? I gave myself the right Mundus, right? So we got the extra health. 22-25 is good. But I think we're going to have some divines. So, leeching. Where are we at here? Oops. I hate to say this, but we need the other pieces of the leeching. And as far as the other one goes, what was it called? What was it called? What's the name? I'll know it when I see it. Hold on. I've done the dungeon 45,000 times. Nope. It took forever to get this. Uh-oh. The Dread Cellar, right? Yes. So, the 3 and the 4-piece stat bonuses here are pretty mediocre for a tank. So we need a necklace, we need a ring, we need 2 rings, we need a necklace, we need a sword and shield. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You and up to 3 other group members within 15 meters gain major heroism for 12 seconds. Wow. That's cool. Not worried about it. I worked hard for this set, we're using it. Now, obviously, exchanging this set with something a little bit more defense-oriented would be better for certain fights, but I think for general gameplay, for like 99% of the stuff that we're going to be doing, 95% of the stuff we're going to be doing, this is going to be great. Oh, did I just make a max stamina one? I love it. I wanted to be max health, but it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. We'll keep the max stamina one just in case I decide to take a solo build or something and use this. I don't know. Boom, boom. The enchantments will need to be changed. I actually have no idea what I want the enchantments to be. It could just be straight recoveries. I might use them as is until I'm comfortable and then see, like, what I want. That's the dagger. Is there any other one-handed? I don't think it matters. I don't believe it matters. Reduces the cost of block, increases resistances, increases armor value, which I think is what we're going to go with. Infused would increase our armor enchantment, which would give us more health because we're going to go with the health enchantments on these. Divines would also give more health. Increases physical and spell resistances by 244. I think we're going reinforced. 1909. So we get an extra 170 health. Or an extra 240 armor. 250 armor. I think we'll take the armor. I think that sounds more appealing. I mean, the health is good. And it's going to scale up, actually. Eh. I think decisive is the move here. Or defending. Increases resistances? Defending so... Oh. Are you kidding me? It's the only trait besides nerf. Dude, what's wrong with me? What? Oh my gosh. I should be ashamed of myself. The research is always my freaking bottleneck. Every time. Increases healing done. I think I'd rather have decisive. Decisive on the front bar, which means we're probably going to want our harvest on the front bar. So, yeah, I don't know. Why not? Man, my character looks pissed. It's so ugly. What's wrong with me? Decisive, we'll change the enchantment later. Okay, that's the one we want equipped. We're gonna lock that anyway. Cool. And the reason we're putting agony on the front, or on the jewelry and weapons, is because it's a medium set. If that was, not easily understood. I don't know. I didn't mean to sound like an asshole. That came out like quite rude. I didn't mean it that way. I swear. So we need chest, hands, legs, waist, feet of the leeching. You know what? Here, real quick. Let's do a little something like this. Let's do, where are they at? Transmutes? Let's eat all these real quick, now that we have space for it. I probably have some of the mail too that I've been ignoring. What's that put me at? Almost back to full. That's fantastic. That's a big deal, actually. Can I... Yeah, we'll worry about that here in a minute. I was going to clean up the inventory a little bit, but let's do leeching first. So we needed everything but the head and the shoulders, right? And these already have the right enchantment on it, which is fantastic. So is infused going to give us a reasonable amount of health? Not really. Recoveries? I wonder, 8.1%. So, what is this at without any other enchantments on it? What is 2225? 2225 times, whoop, times 0.081? Is like 180.225 health. Alright, let's do the math here. 180 health per Divine's enchantment. Or the chestplate is going to scale up higher, right? 882. $1067 minus 882 is 185. So technically, we would be gaining more health if we put infused on the chest plate instead. But the chest plate scales really well with reinforced, giving us like 400 and actually giving us like 399 armor. No, 401. Sorry, can't count. So 401 armor is kind of a big deal. I think we have to take reinforced on the chest plate. With that being said, I think that the armor scaling on the other pieces is going to be a little bit less valuable than, say... See, the cost of block reduction would be really nice. But we should have really good resource sustain. Should. I think the other monster set's going to be more fun, though. I'm not going to lie. I think Divines would be good on certain pieces of armor. So I think reinforced on the chest plate for the extra armor. Purple chest reinforced. Leeching. I think that the legs 2,000 what 2,600 2,200. So I think we take reinforced on the legs and the boots, but then maybe divines on these two. Reinforced armor value. Reinforced armor value. We're big mathing right now. So the waste in this, the waste is the least scalable with armor, but it provides the same level of enchantment. So something like sturdy would still give us the same value, but divines would give us, what did I say it was, like 160. Just under 100 health. I think divines is better. So it's between sturdy and divines, and I think that the max health is going to be better than the reduced cost of block. And I say that because the idea is that recoveries are not a problem. At least that's the hope. We can always change it, but that's going to give us a reasonable amount of extra health. And then the arms, same thing, right? Yeah. 3, 4, and 5. I already had arms. They were already divines. What are you gonna do? They're right there. They're not going anywhere else. Okay, I think I'm gonna put these up. Because ideally, I think the werewolf build doesn't use that anymore. The werewolf build's not really going to be meant to be the tank anymore. So the Weird Tree's Blessing can stay. That's like, if we're going to do PvP and we're going to do the werewolf, we're going to want the Weird Tree's Blessing. And we're also going to probably want an 8... no. Whatever the other set that gave Pen was. This can go away. I don't need that. Shattered Fate. That's what I'm thinking of. I have attribute respec scrolls? Wow, how convenient would that have been if I'd have used it when I needed it? I didn't know that was in my inventory, but that's fine. I'm debating on trading out an 8 Axiom for the damage build, but that's not what we're working on right now, so let's not think about it. Now, alright, I know I said I was going to go with that other monster set. But I think we're going to drop that. And I think I want Stonekeeper. Which means I want the... Oh, I have a shoulder piece of it. I just need the helmet. So what do we got to do? Beat it one time? Let's freaking do it. Maybe one time, if we're lucky. Stonekeeper's Pauldrons. So let's make that one. Oh, there was 2,300 armor, huh? The armor's pretty good. But I don't really think we're going to need the armor. I think we are so high up on armor already that max health is going to be more beneficial. And Divines is going to be the way to get that max health. Should I wait to reconstruct this? Probably. It could end up cheaper. That's my thought process. So, I'm not really fully ready to be a tank yet. We kind of need to do some, like, miscellaneous stuff. So, let's save this build. Oh, I need a back bar, too. Rushing Agony is going to be on the front bar. Do I want Rushing Agony on the back bar? I feel like I don't need it. We could take something else on the back bar. I didn't even think about it. So, like, an arena weapon of some kind, right? Well, preferably something we already have. And it was going to be an ice staff, right? I think that was the goal. I haven't done Dragonstar. Pooh, dude. Perfected Crushing Wall's kind of silly, right? I'm not going to be using Perfected or Crushing Wall at all. It offers Pen. I just don't think that's very useful for me. I could just probably take a 2-piece set that adds, like, some kind of recovery. I don't know. Wish there was a way to filter it like that. I guess it doesn't matter. Let's do those enchantments real quick, too. We'll think about that here when we come back for the monster set. So, stamina recoveries. I think I'm going to leave those as they are right now. But I would like to check and see what kind of enchantments we can get for the jewelry. I don't remember which ones they offer. I really am just familiar with... Oh, wait a minute. That's a little bit of recoveries, but weapon and spell damage. Increases the duration of beneficial potions. I think health recovery might be the best out of all of it. Magic recovery. Adds damage to your bash attacks. That's actually a lot of damage, dude. That's not bad. Oh, you know what? Indeco, I think is what we're after. The try recoveries. Stamina. Yeah, I think we want that. So, for sure, we're going to take that over anything else. 3 of them bad boys. And then the weapon enchantment, and the shield enchantment, I think needs max health. Is it technically a weapon? No, it's a piece of armor, I thought. I'm pretty sure the shield is considered a piece of armor. But the shield, or the dagger is not. Gain a damage shield for for 5 seconds? Yeah, sure, why not? I don't know. Sure. You know what? Wall of Elements on the ice staff, I think, actually provides a shield. Oh, I'd have to check. But it might be worth checking out. Damn, look at that. Okay. Confirm. Gaming, what up, man? You want that pot hat? It's a pot head. Please. And thank you. If you're gonna address the pot head, you absolutely must address it appropriately. To get the hat, if you don't know, you gotta complete the base game. So, like, you gotta complete every zone in the base overworld. So that's like the Ultimary Dominion, the other 2 Dominions, whatever they're called. I think it's like 15 zones or something like that. You gotta complete all the questing. And it's for Cadwell, too. So, like, you gotta go talk to Cadwell to complete his adventures. Yeah, the quest lines, exactly. I think world bosses count, too. And I think Sky Shards count as well. I know for a fact that the Purple Mages Guild books do not count towards that. I don't know what else. You have a bunch of everything done? Yeah, dude. Knock it out. Go get it. Go get that freaking pothead, dude. It is my favorite hat in the game. 100%. And you know what is amazing? Check this out. Where is it? Collectibles? Where is it? It's in here somewhere. Bear with me. Ah, right here. Look at this little cutie patootie. I guess he's a little bit close to my freaking big old forehead. Yeah, dude. I love it, man. Stinking cute, bro. You're getting it? It's free, man. It's in the Golden Pursuits. It's, where is it? Where is the Golden Pursuits? Right here. It's easy, dude. These are super simple. And you got plenty of time. You got 11 days left. That's awesome. You have a problem with buying skins? I only buy very specific things, I'm not gonna lie. I do buy some stuff now and then. I try really hard not to. But, if I do buy something, I know, I make sure that I'm gonna be using it. Alright, how am I doing here? I think this is fine. We're gonna be leveling these up here shortly. This needs morphed. This needs morphed. We're going with the, you know what? Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to check and see the passive on the ice staff. For Wall of Elements. Wall of Frost costs more, but snares and reduces armor against shield enemies and grants damage shields. I knew it. Freaking knew it. Granted damage shields. What are you doing to level your skills? Everything. Just mostly questing, to be honest. Questing in dungeons. I'm not like going to the Black Rose prison or anything too crazy. Basically just playing the game as I normally do. So it takes a little while, but I'm still playing the game and getting that kind of stuff done. These passives need introduced. Okay, I'm gonna start to run out of passives if I don't unspec. You trying to speedrun them? Yeah, I'm not in that much of a rush. But Black Rose Prison is probably the best way to do it. Okay, I think we're fine for now. So this build needs saved. We need to swap back over to a damage build. And queue for that dungeon. Yeah, we'll worry about making our character look cool later. When the build's properly done. So this is gonna end up being... Dang it. Dang it. I need to buy a freaking stupid slot. I've been avoiding doing this. That pisses me off. It's too expensive. So what is this? This is a whoop. Tank. Temp. Pro. What's the other one? Warden. Temp Croden? Crotempton. Or Crotum. Temp Croden? I like Temp Croden. I think that's the exact order I have the skills in anyway. These names are tough to come up with now, man. Is there a shield anywhere? Is there like a defensive looking image? Scrotum. No. I don't see a shield anywhere. Am I blind? Is that a that's not technically a shield, is it? Oh, right there. Okay, so it's a work in progress. Oh, also, this ice staff, right? And then probably just decisive. Or, I don't know, defending's good. I don't think we need decisive. Let's just go defending. I think I would have been better off with defending on the dagger too, but I just don't have the research of it yet. So, Maelstrom's perfected ice staff, sure. I need an enchantment for it too. I'm probably just gonna chuck another shield on it. You wish they'd bring the darn boathouse back? Like, the really big pirate ship looking thing? That was really cool. I didn't get it because I was like, I'm not gonna use that, and I want to make like a really fun, cool looking house. So I didn't do it. But it's very cool looking. It was very expensive, yeah. Even on sale, it was very expensive. Perfected ice staff on the back bar. Alright. Oh, yeah, save this again. Yeah, dude, it was probably one of the more interactive houses that I've seen. It was very cool. I was impressed with that one. Because, I mean, it was just an illusion if you think about it. Like, they weren't going to make the boat actually move. But it looks cool. It was very, very cool. Biggest thing that you hate that you never did was the researching. It does take a very long time. I'm almost done with my research, but, you know, the ones that I have left are taking like 30 days. Alright, so this is situated, right? Let's swap back over to the other build. I guess I could have werewolfed it up here. And, like, been a tank for a faster queue, but that's okay. So, we're gonna take this build back. We're gonna be a proper DPS. I'm gonna go into that dungeon that I forget what the name of the thing was. Stonekeeper. Alright, I'll remember, right? Stonekeeper, Stonekeeper, Stonekeeper. We're gonna queue for this. I need to queue for a random normal, though. Or, sorry, a random veteran. Alright, let's do a random first. Uh-oh. Oh, my abilities are just invisible. I think that's a bug in the game that has been yet to have been fixed and adjusted. You'll queue as well? Alright, man. Am I set up? I did queue as a DPS, right? Cool. So we need to do the... I think it was the Stone Garden, right? DLC dungeons. No, it was not the Stone Garden. It was the Stone Helmet. Right here. We need to do Frost Vault on Veteran to get this helmet. How long you been playing for? So this playthrough on PC with, like, since I've started streaming, probably, like, going on 4 months, I'd say. Not quite 4 months, but working on it. Prior to that, I played on and off basically since the game had released. But I played on PlayStation, and I wasn't, like, doing YouTube back then. I just played because I loved the game. And, yeah, as we do. We play games because we love them. And, I really did enjoy just, like, playing the game. Where's my health bar? It's here? Okay. So, yeah, I think, I would take breaks here and there. So I would take, like, you know, like a couple months off here and there or something and just come back. And I'd take a break and come back, and take a break and come back. And before I started streaming and before I started playing again, I probably took about 3 years off. So that was like the last time I had played prior to starting this series here. And, it's a lot. There's a lot that happened, a lot to learn that I came back to, but it's like riding a bike, baby. You would log in to do daily writs, though? Dude, I would skip that. I didn't bother with it. I would just be like, nah, that was my attitude. I'd be like, you know what? I'm good. Don't need that game anymore. And that was my attitude towards it until I realized that I can't live without my baby. My baby Elder Scrolls. I need to eat some food here. Okay. You were a crate seller back in the day? Yeah, I liked getting into trading a lot too. That was probably one of my favorite aspects of it. Where is he going? Is it just me or am I doing less damage than I was? It is really fun trading, dude. It's a lot of fun just like collecting rare bits and pieces and messing around and trying to like flip them, and it was a good time. I would like to get back into it eventually. In fact, I've been keeping a lot of stuff.
Invaders! Put them in shackles!
Yeah, it's been a minute since I've been on this build. I'm trying to remember how to play. Where's your DPS meter? I have no mods. No add-ons, no nothing.
Serve the Zitsat or die! We will bury you!
Should I have a DPS meter? You can't go without it.
I arrived too
I
late.
really want to avoid doing add-ons and
I
mods.
guided the first
Because I had
group
played on
back to the swamp.
PlayStation
You are
previously,
free.
right? I never had access to PC. And, you know, a good few years ago, my buddy convinced me that, like, it's time to transition. And, I do not regret it at all. Like, I freaking absolutely love PC gaming way more than any console gaming I've ever had. With the exception of, like, my Game Boy is a little itty-bitty baby beaver. So, like, there was that kind of stuff. But I don't want to do mods. Like, okay, so there's some things that I do mods happily and willingly. Like, I'll mod Minecraft or something like that. But a game like this, man, I had played for so many years without add-ons and mods. Like, I kind of like retaining the integrity of the vanilla game. There are some things that I would love, though. Like, the TTC add-on would be amazing, especially once I get into trading. And I'm probably going to break down and roll with something like that. But, and the one that would give you, like, really easy completion of writs. So, like, automatically crafting your writs and pulling them out of the bank quickly, that kind of stuff. You flex the damage. I'm not that cool. Like, this build does a lot of damage. It's a lot of fun, but I'm still not that cool. You think those are a must? Yeah, see, that's the thing. I don't want to have that attitude. I don't want to be like, these are required to play the game. It's like, I think I'd like it vanilla, man. The TTC, though, is like the one exception that I think I'll make in the future. It's the biggest, yeah, it's definitely a massive quality of life thing.
Call yourself, Chudan, or pay the price.
Oh, okay. I thought I dodged.
Heed me or suffer.
Can I actually? I think that's a bug, dude. I don't think I'm supposed to be able to kill him. I think you have to use the Chudan's charge attack to kill that guy in the shield, and I hit him with my
Draw its attention.
what is this thing called? I hit him with the relentless focus twice, and he died to it.
I guess.
Mock dwellers, what have
That's got to be a bug.
It is Nakash. We have given you that. We'll leave the rest of the
Whoa! That was funny. That dude just turned around and started swinging through our teammate across the little friggin' room. That's funny. I love this build, dude. It's so satisfying. Like, it takes a second to get back in the flow of it, because it's been like over a week since I used it. But, it's a lot of freaking fun.
Claim their skins for Nakesh!
And I'm not even using the 2-bar right now, which is crazy. I think it would be a little bit more entertaining to use the 2-bar. Just a bit.
You made it. I have searched high and low, but I cannot find any sign of Zalnur or the Elders. It is also very, very
Where'd this guy get his
quiet.
helmet?
That either means the Zitzat have fled, or they have gathered in great numbers to kill us all. I hope it is the second. I am filled with sap and fury.
Ew. Sap and fury.
Another glorious victory. I
All right.
just need a moment
As long as this next room doesn't bug out.
and throw up. Keep looking for Zalnur. I will.
Oh. That was that one set piece I looked at earlier. What a nice guy. I like that helmet a lot.
Your bones will make fine mortar.
Okay, we got the teammates, right? We're good. It's unfortunate he wiped there. We were doing really well. Like, we were close to getting the no death run on this. And then if we'd have done hard mode too, could have been a fancy old trifecta, but that's okay. I don't understand how people skip the mud crabs. There's so much good loot in them. I think I need to trade out that one set piece. I have an idea of what I'd like to exchange it for to increase damage. We would slightly reduce our crit chance, but I think it's worth it. What's he doing up there? I feel like such a freaking ninja. I also am not really sure where I'm getting these set pieces from. Oh yeah, it's not dropping from bosses, it's just dropping from ads, which is odd.
Rats, I eat you now!
One of the beasts broke free.
Down here, break ground! Ground break you! You not be clean for long!
Awamasu is off its chain. Kill it.
Dang it. I didn't expect him to rotate that fast.
You weak! Down you're strong! Down there make you flat! You die, slave scum!
Yeah, there he goes, there he goes. He's got him.
All fears down there! Travel, stupid rats! Down here will crush your heads!
Alright.
One of the beasts is loose.
Is he gonna want... he's gotta like... You gotta go get that poison.
Die! 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 Down there and make you spit blood!
There we go.
Die, you.
Oh, I had him by the short spine.
By the short spines. Yeah, that was Mafia's nickname in high school.
Claim their skins for Nakesh.
Oh.
Ninjas. Is that?
Got it. Freaking robbed them, dude.
Who's there? She means
Split
to
off.
twist us into monsters.
It's the best voice actor in the entire game.
Goodness, that was too close.
Wait, that was actually kind of fast, dude. Thank God they fixed that bug. It would take like friggin' 20 minutes to get through that one room. That was a horrible bug. We're doing hard mode. Sorry, teammates. Sorry about your freaking lives, dude. We're doing it.
Dry-skinned savages. This city will
Dude,
be your
Gabe, what up,
grave.
man? How goes it? What you doing up this late?
Wither and die.
You still been playing, First Descendants?
Beasts in amber. Wake and remember.
Mafia, good morning to you too, sir. Hello. Oh, I'm okay. Teammates got my back.
Your minds are weak.
Okay, this is gonna take a minute. Yeah, you're still playing it? Heck yeah, man. I would imagine they've added a lot of stuff. Zach was talking to me about it just the other day. And, he was saying that they added like a dog that basically like follows you around and scraps like filtered items and a lot of quality of life stuff like that. So that's neat.
Drink deep and fall to madness. Your blood and water are mine.
Now you're strong!
Watch them!
It's crazy that we're just like casually doing hard mode.
Let me open your eyes. sap and
Crap.
give in.
Not me. Ooh. Okay, we're fine. It's fine.
Plant the seed and reap the harvest.
Man, not having any resources is not good.
Your minds are weak.
Dang, bro. I needed resources. I couldn't kill it.
Dry skin.
Oh, we're not doing hard mode this time?
City will be
Man.
your grave.
I think we're gonna fly through it.
Your strength belongs to me. Beasts in amber, wake and remember.
We've got a really good tank and a great healer.
Let
The other
me
DD's
open
doing well,
your
too.
eyes. Rise, amber shade of Zaldor! Crush them!
My bad.
Down here and make you spit blood!
Taste the sap and give in! Enough! Wake vines and drag them to Sithis! No!
Bro, Gabe, tell me that freaking y'all wouldn't love this game.
You will!
Tell me you guys wouldn't get all freaking worked up and saucy over these freaking boss fights. Come on, man.
Again,
Come on.
I erect the spine of
They're going to be increasing the difficulty of the base game. They're going to be doing so much soon.
This is
The game is like, even though it's 11 years old,
Do you see how
it is like
leaps and
completely
twists
shifting
its
for in a
roots?
way
I
different
hope the
direction. Like, they're
elders
doing
can
so many
help.
things that is
That
just
ladder was not
significantly
kind for
increasing
beings.
the quality of it.
You have done well.
And they're doing it
Josh.
like under the
Very
guise of
well.
listening to their community, man. It's been
Thank
really
you,
fun lately.
Mother, but my
Been craving
companions
homemade
are the
tacos, so
real
Beaver, what'd you get me
heroes.
for your birthday?
I spent most of our adventure lost or unconscious.
Homemade tacos?
I was
Reckless.
I don't.
Yes.
If you know what I'm
Trick that
saying.
tumbles out of
Mafia.
the nest is not without virtue. Courage, even a fool's courage, is always
All right, let's get outta
worthy
here.
of praise.
Thank you.
Thank you. Guys, I gotta pee so bad. I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take a drink real quick. Get some more caffeine. Mafia, I knew you'd be happy about that one. So we're going to actually queue for this next dungeon. It's 5 a.m. Let's do like specific dungeon. We're gonna do it as a DD as well. Was it Frostbolt? I don't remember. It was Frostbolt. So we're gonna do it on veteran. So we're gonna do Frostbolt, but I'm gonna use the bathroom quick. I'll be right back. Alright. Dude, I feel like the term MMO needs to be broken up into different categories. I say that because I was just thinking about the fact that, like, is the First Ascendance technically an MMO? It is, in a sense, a massive multiplayer online game. Technically speaking. But just in a different way. I think it's more akin to, like, a looter shooter than anything. But it is, like, multiplayer, it is massive, and it is online. I just don't know if that's that bad of a term to use for it. Place a fighter skilled medallion on the table. I forget where we left off in our quest line here. So while we're queued for this next dungeon, we're gonna continue pushing through Vvardenfell. What's going on here? Oh, it just is letting me know. Let's go up here first. Let's finish this quest. Because I believe that's precisely where we left off. Other than that, I think we're kind of just chilling. We need to get that helmet. When we get that monster set piece, which, if I remember, this is the right one, right? Yeah, so we gain charges and we restore resources after letting go of our block button. I think that's going to be a really fun set. And, I hope it's, like, as practical as it sounds. Oh, what else did I forget to do? How's my inventory? Let's eat that real quick. Yeah. Alright, hold on. Side mission. Real quick. We're gonna get sidetracked. I kind of need to, like, start deconstructing everything. Let's do this real quick. Nope, not those. Those can be sold.
Deal?
Got stuff to do. Mafio! I'm so proud of you, dude. I want to see you post another knife review soon, though. Okay? Okay? No worries, Maf. Take it easy, dude. Every time I get on YouTube and I go check out the other creators, I'm like, where's Mafio's knife review, man? Where's the Scholarium? It is zoomed all the way out in Ivea. Ivea is this little tab right here, and it's right here. So, if you... I don't know if there's a way to physically access it without already going there. So, like, you have to start the quest line, and the quest line can be found, like, at your main cities, but next to the Mages Guilds. So, like, I think that's the Mages Guild. Or, I don't know, wherever the Mages Guild is. Right here. It'll be, like, a little quest to start. They'll be up, you schedule them for the wrong days. The wrong days, my tookus? What do you mean, wrong days? You said you scheduled them, like, 2 months, or maybe not quite 2 months ago. You better, Mafia. I look forward to it, man. Yeah, you gotta get some affixes. So, I don't know, man. I feel like they're pretty easy to get just by doing your dailies. I don't know if you even need to buy them. I think buying the books themselves is like the only thing that you need to do. As long as you're patient, you know, you can buy them if you really need it in a rush, but I don't think it took me that long to collect it all. Oh, there we are. Alright, we're gonna sell this. And this and this and this. And, you know what, screw that. Sell that too. I already have it. Illicit entrepreneur. I don't know if that was the achievement for this world, though. Oops, I missed one. Was that the achievement for this world? Because that's the goal with doing that. Oh, I forgot about these leads, too. Do I not? No, I have the payloader ring. We're good on that. We got 4 days. We'll do that kind of stuff this weekend. I'm just checking to make sure nothing's expiring today.
Buying, selling, trading.
3 days. We already have that. Alright. We're sitting pretty on that. Achievements. In Morrowind. Did I get it? Am I blind? Right here. No, I didn't get it. Alright, side quest. Let's do it. We're gonna go back to this. Oh! Alright. Well, we're gonna do that first. I didn't expect the queue to happen that fast. That's pretty good. So, after the dungeon, we'll go back to Necrom. We'll hit up that hallway that has 1 billion urns. We'll go collect like an inventory's worth of stolen crap. We'll sell all the stolen crap, try to get that achievement.
What, may I ask, do you call that?
Ranja would call it fleeing with one's tail between one's legs.
One's legs with fling and the things and stuff. I did not expect him to pull everything. I don't think he was expecting everything that he pulled to kill him.
The entrance is just ahead.
I just hit for 20k. That's insane. We got some good buffs from the teammates.
Of course they have a troll.
Dude, I did not expect all those ads to just start rushing out. I guess we did enough damage to him that we pushed through his ad phases, and it just like summoned all the ads at once. That was kind of fun.
The Ratstone must be through there.
Mariah, it's welded shut.
And it's unfortunate that somebody already died.
You through that.
We could have gotten another trifecta here, but
Maybe
it's alright. We might have to recruit like a team of achievement hunters here in the near future. Start going for like all the trifecta runs and stuff like that. Doing hard modes and speed runs. And no deaths. My little skeleton didn't even get a chance, dude.
Wait! It's their chieftain! I might be able to arrange a truce. Maybe even a trade for the stone. Or you can just kill him. Nothing's arranged about that.
Oh, okay. That tornado friggin' devoured my face, man.
I came here to study goblins, not slaughter them.
If you want to run on ahead and make a peace offering, be our guest.
Let's just take the soul gem and go.
Hold your horses. Thariah also said we need to find an equilibrium sphere. Hey! Keep following? Damn, we're goblins. You go ahead. Catch up when it's clear.
What a disrespectful thing to do. Burn him down, dude. Wow, he's gonna end up going into that phase like twice in a row. He's gonna stand up and immediately sit back down like this. Did that thing just like spawn on my face? I never even saw it coming. Oh, he's dead too, dude. Oop. Are you for real? I thought he was gonna die, man. There might be a few too many immunity phases in this one fight. Like, I'd say maybe one too many.
We have your parts. I hope they are worth decimating the local goblin population.
I'm following him, dude. I don't know where I am.
Completely seized up. I can't get it moving again. But I might not have to.
Meaning?
If I can channel enough energy through the tonal emitter on its arm, it should reduce...
I don't know where they're going. Nice, dude. Mighty Glacier's helmet. I think I already have that, though. Okay, I think we go straight for the summoner. Where'd he go? Got it, baby. Freaking saved everybody.
Supposed to find anything in all this mess.
Woo! It's a good thing he almost died.
Trust the rat, Goblin Hunter. There. Let's get these back to Pariah.
That was crazy. All three of our teammates died. I don't have any idea how I lived. There's no reason why I should have survived that.
It only took murdering every goblin in this place.
Enough, Landau. You had your chance. It's working. Everyone away from the door.
We're having fun today, man. I'll be honest, I don't know if there's a hard mode for
Not
this.
surprising. I trust you can handle it. Of course it would be that. Get ready. Disabling them is too complex for Skeletons on their own. You'll need to operate them manually. I'll guide you through it.
Look for an active magica condenser to tap into. It'll
They
be
took the
Morse's
F
power.
key away
Hard to
from
miss. It didn't melt to slag. Perfect. Follow the energy flow to any active conveyors and discharge the energy.
Oh, I think that's the heal. Okay, we're fine.
It worked. Repeat the process on any remaining conveyors, and we may overload the defenses.
That might have been it. That's a dead end.
Something isn't right. The defenses are still active.
I wonder if the individual arms on this count as segmented enemies. Like if I use my ultimate on one, does that apply to both?
I've never seen anything like it. Hold it off. I'll think of something.
Okay. That's sad. teammate, brother. I see what you did. I saw you steal that from me. I'm dead. How am I not dead? What happened? Wait a minute. Hot foot trap. What does that mean? Hot foot trap. There was nothing on the ground. Man, I'm bad at this boss fight. Alright, I did not get the heavy helmet that I was looking for, but I'm hoping a teammate did and they're willing to trade.
Just as I expected.
Hardly looks dwarven to me.
That's because it isn't. But it is a match to this tablet. Soriel, let's get this in the saddlebags. Carefully.
You telling me not one person in the entire group got a heavy helmet?
Have you laid the secrets of the universe bare?
Not yet, Langdal. But this will point the way.
You can count us out of whatever you're
Oh
planning next.
man, we're gonna do it again.
Enough of this
But I should be
nonsense.
guaranteed to get it next time because I have nothing left to collect. Actually, he might be looking through his inventory right now. Why is it? How does this man have a horse with him? I'm waiting for him. Come on, baby, give me the helmet. Have a helmet.
Ooh, the glitter.
It's feeling like a no. That's unfortunate. Alright, well, we queue it back up. We try again. I don't know if we're going to get into the queue before the stream's got to end today, but we're going to do our freaking dang darndest. It was Frostvolt. Alright, oh, and we were going to go back to Necrom, yeah? Okay, so we're not exactly getting a lot of questing done in Vvardenfell the past couple of days, but we're still making a lot of progress. I could probably work on making the character look cool now, too. Ooh, you know what I want is the helmet that comes from this place. Do these guys wear it? No, these guys are not wearing the helmet I'm thinking of. There's like a thick, heavy helmet that looks really freaking cool from these guys. Alright, to Necrom, yeah? Boom. And I guess it's probably just going to be easier to go to the refuge because it's like right there. We'll pop out the other side.
Fate needs you, Proxy.
Proxy? I think it's this way. It's downstairs and then to the north, I think. Like all the way to the north. Okay. This is our spot, man. So I think if we go through this twice, we'll have enough to like, fill the requirements for what we can and cannot sell as far as stolen goods goes in a day. And most definitely the laundering too. There's got to be a passive. Hold on, area setting. Sorry. I think it's like automatically picking up stolen goods or something like that. Auto loot stolen items. Cha? Prevent stealing placed items. I think that's different. Yeah, dude, that's what I want. That's much faster. It might be easier to go through in first person too. But I don't have a keybind for that. Ooh. Necron banner medium pattern. Alright, hold on a second. Let's check out price. Necron banner medium. Oops. Medium pattern. Does not exist. Necron banner medium pattern. Wait, hold on. Pattern? Okay. So there's some in there for 500 gold or 1,000 gold, and there's some in there for 50,000 gold. Most of what looks like is about 2 to 5,000, so I'm just gonna eat it. Alright, we'll eat them all at the end. We'll go through everything. What? No. And I think what we can do is just step out the door and step right back in to reset this place. Which it does feel a bit cheesy, I'm not gonna lie. Stepping out the door and stepping back in. I feel like they did that on purpose. When they added this world, they were like, let's just make it easy on them. Let's let them have a win here real quick. I'm not complaining. I just kind of feel bad doing it. It almost feels like cheating. What in the actual crap was that noise? That guy's still there. We might even finish the achievement on this one. And if that's the case, I might try to find like a new world to go to start selling items. And we'll get a jump on like the next DLC, which I do believe is gonna be when we get to it. Well, you know, obviously we gotta finish Vvardenfell first, but it's gonna end up being Clockwork City. Oh, so many Lorcan's tears, dude. They've got to be worth more than 2 gold in the guild store. It's not a bad way to sell them. You gotta wash them first, obviously, but if you're making more than 2 gold a piece, like, that's profit. It might not be like the most efficient way to pick up gold, but it can't be that bad. That and lockpicks. I'm positive that you can buy lockpicks at like regular merchants for a reasonably cheap price, but I think people still go to the guild stores just to pick them up for the sake of picking them up. Like, it's a lot easier to, like, I don't know, buy a stack of 200 lockpicks from the guild store, pull it out of the mail in 2 seconds, rather than like sit there and hold the freaking button down to buy 200 lockpicks from the merchant. How's the inventory? Almost full. Let's yeah, let's deal with this. Let's put that up there. Sure. That a drink. Cool. Cold snap legs. Oh, that came from the dungeon. Holy crap. You know what? We're just gonna do this. I don't want to pick up too much stuff because I know I can't get rid of it all at one time. And I don't want the inventory to be like full for the next 2 days. What happened? I wasn't paying attention. We'll try again. What's this guy doing? Popping a squat in the corner. Man, sitting out in the rain, too. Alright, Chica. What you taking? You taking all of that? I just sold something I didn't mean to. Nice, dude. I think that was the achievement that I'm looking for. I'll just get rid of the rest of it if I can. It'll make it easier. That is a problem. Okay, we got a little bit of stuff. I'm trying to do like the individual ones first. Or the low quantities. Like this is gonna be ridiculous. That'll fill up the entire thing. So like these first. Just to clean up the inventory a smidge. That's annoying too, the ash. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty cheap. Lockpicks? Ugh. Alright. That's fine. We can do the rest tomorrow. Or in 15 minutes. $5K gold. That was the achievement I was looking for. Yes, it was. Very cool, man. Alright, we'll worry about the rest of the achievements later. Let's go do some questing.
Watch your pockets.
Wow. Look at this guy. Nothing but ice. That's cool. That's like a queue for like a random daily and get that done, but today is Friday. We got plenty of time tomorrow. Where am I going? We'll probably save the next random daily for tomorrow and not even think about it today. Oh, I should probably swap to the tank build to start leveling things. I don't think I changed anything here, did I? Ooh, except for the fact that my friggin' armor's broken now. I'm gonna save it just in case anyway, because I don't remember. Yeah, so that's fine. This stuff is good. I don't even need to consider that right now. These all need morphed and leveled. I feel so slow. Did I ever put that one champion point in? I didn't take celerity. God, Lord, I'm slow. Hasty would be cool too. It is what it is. We're supposed to be a tank, right? We're gonna be a tank.
Building up a staff. Good thinking.
What am I doing walking? What's wrong with me? Okay, maybe I need to like, I don't know, do something else here. Wow, I am a tank, aren't I? My magic sustain is horrendous. Which means I'm gonna try to get as many morphs into stamina as I can.
Dratha may survive, but I'll make sure you won't.
I'm pretty sure Sharp does more damage than I do.
East March of all places.
Let's change this. Let's get, like, all this out of here. Swoop. Damage. Jar. Damage. Infest. Damage. He's gonna be our damage dealer here. Healing. Healing. I mean, healing's cool to keep him alive. Frost damage. Boom. Instantly healing 10k. Wow, that's way better than the actual Warden ability. Has he not been... Oh, he's been a resto staff. Ew. Complete one of Balgrul's Undaunted challenges to unlock this. It's kind of inconvenient. Let's give him a heal. Which one was the one that heals at 10k instantly? Let's give him this. Does that save?
I don't mind the endless East March of all.
Yes. Cool.
The Outlander will come through for us. I know.
That's
You're
right.
Back. My mistress and I fared the worst. Is it over? Is Vvardenfell slain?
Yeah, he won't be a problem anymore. He did.
What a
Feeding the
relief.
fishes.
With Mistress Strother's approval, I'll send runners to nearby towns and let the people know it's safe to return. Thank you, my friend. Truly. Take this, and I believe my Mistress Strother would like a proper word as well.
Sure.
Muthsera, this is the warrior I told you about. The one that
Let me get a better look at you.
Actually, hold on a second. Let's just see if we can morph anything. Alright, every passive. All of them. Major mending. Yeah. That's cool. Fungal growth. We're just gonna put this here for now. So that works. Impulse is not leveled. That's not leveled. Death Scythe needs morphed. Is this gonna be a stamina? Enemies hit or set off balance? Gain a heal over time and reduces the cost as the ability ranks up. A heal over time would be really cool. But it's magic based. That's really unfortunate. An additional 2.5k for each enemy hit up to 5 times. After dealing damage, you heal 3k health every 2 seconds over 10. Wow, that's quite good, actually. We gotta take Hungry Scythe. Bone Armor's another one that we're gonna use eventually. As soon as these are morphed. I don't think I'm gonna be using this. Converts to stamina. Allies near you are healed for more. Well, if we use it, we can always do that in the future.
Let me get a better look at you. Your eyes are wrong, but your palms seem clean enough.
The sweaty. There's
I have a
vomit on my
task
sweater
for you.
already.
If you succeed, you'll earn the favor of a Telvanni counselor and a treasure from my vault. Is this agreeable?
I don't know, dude. What you want?
In all my long years, the thought of death has rarely troubled me. But thanks to Savarak, I've gained new perspective. My illness took me to the brink of the void, the tip of the scythe. Someday I may welcome death, But for now, steps must be taken.
Okay, what kind of steps? Dude, this lady so freaking, like, mysterious. What's she doing?
I find that people lead much happier lives when they don't trouble themselves with details. Now, Vvardenfell is littered with Daedric shrines. 7 of these shrines contain powerful magicked stones. You must find these stones and bring them to me.
Okay,
The task I've set before you.
I can't get over what she just said. She said, I find people live less troubled lives when they don't bother themselves with details. I don't know if I'd fully agree with that. I feel like details are important, but that's just me. I guess it depends on the context. Is that a Sigic portal? Ho, 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 ho. Man, those things are still satisfying to have. Yeah, I do friggin' negative damage. It's bad. Another Cedric portal. Sharp, you're doing a friggin' great job, dude. I like that scythe, man.
Let's see what you're made of.
I'm thinking light attacks are better. But I just blow through so much magic so fast. I just like spam light attacks in between or something. That was cool. I don't know if I really feel like this lady should be getting these magic stones. I don't know. I kind of have to trust her, given the circumstances. Like, she's kind of like the leader of the people we've been helping, and those people are chill. So I don't know. Just don't like handing over like massively powerful artifacts to anybody. I feel like it's just always a bad idea. With the exception of like maybe the Sigic guild or the Mages guild, or honestly any of the guilds. The guilds I trust, but they're freaking corrupt too, dude. I'm not in combat. Don't lie to me.
I hope to be done here soon.
Okay. Probably wouldn't hurt to do some fishing in between. I just don't want to do it right now, man. We'll have to come back. I keep telling myself, like, oh, we'll do the fishing. We'll get to it eventually. It's just so stinking boring. Sharp, would you participate, please? Things would go a lot faster if he worked. Gosh, he's like the worst. It's not just him though. It is all companions. They're just bugged, man. They don't work right. Woo, we're done. We're swimming. What is that little guy doing? Gimme. Hey look, Sharp's doing stuff. We'll be out of combat one day. You really should be able to just, like, get on your mount in combat, unless it's with combat with a player. Like, whoa, holy crap, sorry. I feel like if you're in combat with another player, there's no chance you should ever be able to mount your mount. But in PvE, man, like, what's the problem? And I'm clearly not in combat, but allowing players to mount while in PvE combat would solve that problem. The only thing I could see that being a problem with is, like, maybe trials. Specifically revolving around the PvE aspect of it. Yeah, look, Sharp's doing it, man. What's going on over here? Summon Zerethvar. I don't really wanna. I don't wanna do it. It's gonna be a long quest line. It's gonna take me outside of Vvardenfell. Nice. I don't know if enlightenment counts towards our whole, like, skill tree level up situation. I would assume it does. Okay. Forgot about the world bosses. This is gonna be a pain in the butt to do without having any damage. Somebody already fighting it. Oh! It didn't drop any loot.
And
It's alright. I got the achievement. That kind of hurts my feelings. I mean, I know I didn't really do a ton of damage. And I'm pretty sure you have to do like a certain percentage of damage in order to get loot from a boss like that. But like, come on, man. How are you supposed to play a tank in the overworld? If that's how you're treated by the game. Like, that's not friggin' cool, dog. Come on. We've been talking so much lately about incentivizing players to be a tank or be a healer. And when there's features like that that are implemented specifically that it's not meant to be bad for PvE players. Like, it's not specifically saying like, yeah, screw tanks, screw healers, but it does have that it does have that like unintended effect. It's like it's meant to like essentially like remove cheesing. It's meant to remove like free farming and just easy stuff. It's supposed to like benefit the players, but it does just intrude negatively on people that want to play tanks or healers. That's crazy. We got 2 recipes that I didn't have. And we'll listen to this dialogue too.
Ah, my second favorite assistant. What a pleasant surprise. We may salvage this expedition yet. I'm afraid things are going very poorly inside this ruin.
I don't remember this guy, but he must remember me.
We suffered a major setback at the hands of artisan Lenarman, a grave robber of exceptionally low breeding. He's looking for an artifact, you see, and thought he could use us to find it. I managed to escape, but left my Dwemer control rod behind.
Dude, what a wicked rip. Like, way to let somebody know.
The heart of Lorcan, as if it even exists. The irony is that this ruin really does contain an item of power, a Dwemer relic called a Bathark Prism. If you help me rescue my aides, retrieve my rod, and obtain this prism, I'd happily compensate you.
Alright, I'll help you.
With the exception...
It's gonna take a while though, but I'll help you. Let's just check these skills real quick. 13, that's not bad. Let's put the Bone Goliath on the front bar. I don't think that does like AoE damage, but there might be a morph that does. That'll help us level the tree faster. And then, I guess whenever that's morphed, we can switch out the other ultimate. Gosh, what have I done? Okay, we're gonna start over.
Easy does it. You're safe now.
No, not like this.
Wow, what? What happened?
Wow, if it isn't Narama's second favorite assistant. I'm assuming he told you to find me.
That's so rude.
As you can see, the situation's not ideal. We could use some help.
How can I help?
Narama wants you to snatch his stupid control rod back from that oaf Lenarman, right? Well, we've got bigger problems. I rescued this lot from Lenarman's mercenaries, but they still have our dig leader Kasuda and 2 others.
So do it all, huh? I gotcha.
Well, if you're feeling spry, you could try to track down some information about this Bathark Prism Naramo keeps yammering about. I was ready to cut and run, but with your help, we might still be able to turn a profit on this disaster. We're really doing this, huh? I hope Kasuda and the others appreciate the effort. Lotail will get this lot back to the surface. Naramo and I will be right behind you.
Alright. I don't believe them, but we'll go save their friends.
Vimy, I see you're still alive. Excellent.
Okay, wait a minute. What if I go the other way? It's gonna be best to start, like, bringing stuff together. As long as Sharp actually comes with us and plays the game. I don't know what his problem is. There he is. That's it? I thought there'd be a boss here. This place is crazy looking. This is a good public dungeon so far. Am I not getting enemies? I think somebody came through here ahead of me. I feel like there should be enemies all over the place. And if that's the case, then we're missing bosses too. Tell me this doesn't look like a spot for a little mini boss. Yeah, there's dead stuff. Let's run back real quick. Let's just wait a minute for stuff to spawn. Yeah, like right there. It'd probably be better if I gave Sharp like an actual weapon. There's gotta be a more efficient way to level up all these different abilities. That looks like something important. Dwarven theodolite something. Yeah, these resources are gonna have to be, like, brought way back. We gotta do something about the sustain issue. Sharp, where have you gone? Why does he just let go AFK? He's terrible. 400,000 health. It's gonna take a millennia to get through this guy. Or maybe not that long. That's crazy that it took like 40% of my stamina bar to break free. Like 40% of my stamina bar to dodge roll? That can't be right, dude. It's 30%. There's no way that's right. We'll need some, like, food that buffs probably all three of our stats. Magic and stamina. It just depends on how the build ends up looking. Maybe just like max health and recoveries. Oh, you know what? I'm not using my freaking jab to pull enemies together. That would do damage too. If I could just get this impulse morph, I could switch it out for something like that. It does take 40% of my stamina to friggin' break free. That's insane. We're gonna need something. We'll have to do something about sustain issues. I think some of the passives in our trees will help a little bit, but it'll probably need more than that. Alright. Yeah, I think that might have been a boss. It's gonna be tough to get through this dungeon properly with this guy running through. Because he's gonna outpace us with everything. He's just gonna kill everything before we can get there. Something tells me I should be like knockdown immune, or like stun immune while I'm in Bone Goliath form. Goodness. And every single thing in here is going to be dead. That sucks. Lags, what up, man? What we up to? So I'm just going through Vvardenfell at the moment. I was queued for a dungeon that I don't think we're going to have time for today at this point. But I made a new build. It's a tank build, so I can't kill anything. And I'm in the process of just like questing, but also leveling up the skill trees at the same time. Everything in here is dead. A rune box fragment. I can eat that. Cool. Alright, I think we're going to want budding seeds, right? Enemies in the field have less healing received and reduce weapon and spell damage. I think we definitely want budding seeds. For sure. That's not ready to be morphed yet. I hate to trade out Scythe for bone armor because it's my only damage ability right now. Yeah. Yeah, this is kind of the situation. It is what it is. How did I miss that? Nice. 5%. Good morning, Dreammaster. Hello. Man. Alright. We're probably gonna have to respec at some point anyway. Just to, like, reconfigure everything. Alright, let's just yoink this group of enemies. Where are y'all going? Okay, guess we'll go back for him. Come. Big scaries, let's go. Yeah, they definitely don't make it easy on tanks in this game. At least like solo play for tanks. There really is no solo play for tanks, to be honest. Where's he going? Oh my gosh. Dude, it's gonna take all day to get through a single dungeon. This is a public dungeon. I got through it, or it took so long to get through it, the enemy spawned back. You can do this, Sharp. Sharp's dying. Man, Sharp might be worthless. He's got all damage abilities, but he really doesn't do anything. And he kind of just dies. To like one archer, he'll just be over there dying. Impulse rank 3, we're getting there. I do think I might be willing to trade out the green balance tree for something beefier. But I don't know if I need anything beefier. We'll have to play with it and feel it out. Like, green balance is gonna give us like all the heal ability for our teammates. So we can be like a tank and a healer at the same time, basically. But I don't know, we'll see. I'm gonna have to go through the dungeon again too, because I'm hella lost and I know I've missed bosses since somebody ran through before me. We may have to do that tomorrow, unfortunately. Actually, we're definitely gonna have to do that tomorrow. It's getting late. Sharp, you're doing a great job, buddy. Keep it up.
Should have been more prepared.
He's not kidding. Alright, we're definitely missing a bunch of stuff too. I think we probably should have started the other way. Because I may be going through the dungeon backwards. I think you're supposed to probably jump down that giant hole and then like work your way back up the thing, where I was just like working my way back down. Sky shards. Ah, nice, nice. Sharp, you can do this. I believe in you. Cool. I can trade out Bone Goliath now. Well, transformed your bash attack now scale based off your offensive stats. Deals damage in a cone in front of you too. Adds area in it, or sorry, adds damage in an area around you that damages enemies and heals you while transformed. See, that's good. That would be helpful here. It doesn't say how much damage though. No, it does. 2,134 magic damage to nearby enemies every second. Alright. I do believe that's where we're going to pick up tomorrow. It's 6:30. We got to rock and roll. So, I want to thank you guys very much for hanging out and being patient with the build too, because it's going to take a minute to get through it. But once we do, I think it's going to feel really, really good. We're going to be able to tank like hard mode veteran dungeons and stuff. At least that's the goal, right? Like I said, I could definitely most likely trade out something like Green Balance. I don't think it's necessary. The minor toughness is super appealing, but realistically, we should have this applied to us from other healers if we're doing group activities. So we'll just have to feel it out. Well, at the very least, we're going to have to get this to 50 just to get it out of the way if we're going to change it. So in the process, I'll feel it out and see how I think about this. Because something like this is cool too. Like Lotus Flower. I don't know. There's a lot of cool stuff. So it's promising, but it's always up to change. And then these situations I feel like is pretty fleshed out. The gear feels good. We do need to get that dungeon done that I'm queued for right now that never actually ended up popping. So that's the goal for tomorrow. And also questing through Vvardenfell. I want to thank you guys again very much. You're in a vet scriv, need a tank. Dude, I wish I could stick around and play because I would definitely do it. I'm sorry. I gotta go. I actually have to be at work here in like very soon. So Discord, link down below to that. We've got Twitch and YouTube too. Those both run at the same time, so if you want one or the other, there's links to those as well. Subscribing's freaking sweet. I'd really appreciate that kind of stuff, and I hope to catch you guys tomorrow. 3 a.m. EST. We'll have a big honkin' long stream tomorrow and Sunday, so hopefully I'll catch you guys there. Either way, good night, everybody. Take it easy. See ya.